deal. And if you love Jimmy the Baker's crumb cakes, well, there's just more to love here because this is a 2-pound coffee cake. You're going to choose your ship week, but you're also going to choose your flavor. Now, the ship weeks are immediately 11/4 or 12/9, and there's an auto delivery of every 60 days for 1 year. Now, we have the blueberry pie, the raspberry almond, and a flavor that is near and dear to my heart that I asked Jimmy the Baker to include in his assortment, apple cider donut flavor. And already most popular. But first, Jimmy the Baker, welcome back.
Good to be
nice
here.
to see you as always.
Same here.
You are the original scratch baker. You've been
That's
scratch
me.
baking since you were, well,
35 years.
35 years. You
David.
started at the tender age of 2.
35, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's child prodigy.
And learned a lot over the years.
All right, now this is the blueberry?
Blueberry pie. So
Blueberry
at the beginning
pie.
of this year, speaking of time, celebrating my 65th year, I wanted to kick our coffee cakes up a notch. And I looked at the reviews of what you asked for. You wanted more fruit. And I found out that by using a pie filling, I can get lots more fruit in that cake. As you can see, I'm not even going to play with it because that ribbon of blueberry pie filling in there, cultivated blueberries that are cooked up to a nice pie filling, layer of cake, the sour cream coffee cake, layer of filling, another layer of cake, and then the New York style streusel. And in this particular case, I'm not piling the crumb on like we do with the small cakes because I really want to celebrate the cake.
And it's important to know already 300 of these are gone. These are all shipped ambient temperature, meaning they're shipped room temperature.
That's right.
And they're baked in big paper liners.
And we're going to get into that because when you get these home, I want you to put them right in the freezer. They're going to last for months in the freezer, so don't worry about that. Next up, let's go to
raspberry
a new
almond
flavor, which is the raspberry almond. You love raspberry. I think that over the years we've won raspberry coffee cake for best cake, but you also love almond. So I wanted to make sure that we brought the two together, and this beautiful, nice ribboned raspberry in the cake. If you like raspberry. And now, by the way, Frankie, you know, Frankie, my plant manager, is watching. We're pushing the limit of how much fruit we put in the cake. I don't want to see one person say I didn't get enough fruit in this. We're going to err on the side of too much fruit.
All right, and then finally the flavor that I asked Jimmy the Baker to make, and I believe it was a year in the making, wasn't it?
It was, and it was a year ago, almost to the day when
I
you
saw
stopped
Jimmy
me
in our back hallway, and I said, is there a chance you can do an apple cider donut flavor? He said, I don't know why not.
Now, by the way, if I could make donuts, that's all I would make. I love to make donuts. It's one of my favorite things. So this is a coffee cake, and right off you're going to notice something: no crumb on top, because when we went with crumb, I really want to mimic or come as close to the apple cider donut experience as possible. That's why I left the crumb off the cake. I put the cinnamon sugar on top. That is a cinnamon swirl of granulated sugar. In our coffee cakes is brown sugar. And yeah, you know that? I was just doing that, 12 servings.
Well, I wanted to do an extra serving so I would not disturb the one that you'd already cut out.
Man.
To show you that the top is done with granulated sugar, not with crumb topping. And that is a ribbon of cinnamon inside. Now, I'm going to bring this up to my nose. I'm going to smell it.
We can't
because
leave
you
out
said
that
it's like an apple cider donut.
Well, because by the way, I'm leaving out the most important point. Baked with apple cider in the cake. And one thing I've noticed, I may put apple cider in everything because apple cider has made that cake even more moist. I really like that cake. And that is the cake, by the way, of the 3 you want to put in that microwave for 10 seconds because, again, I want you to get the feeling that you're at the farm stand.
This is only half a happy dance. I'll be able to do the whole thing. All right, let's bust it all out. That apple cider donut is kicking. Oh, my word. They're all moist. They're all lovely, but this tastes like an apple cider donut.
That's what we're looking for.
And that was one thing that we made very clear when we talked about it. We said, let's make it, but let's make it mimic an apple cider donut. Now, if you want to pop that into your microwave for, I don't know.
It's just 10 seconds.
10 seconds?
10, 15 at the most. And,
then let it get nice and hot. Rachel, did you want some coffee cake? Of course. All right. And I'm going to invite you to use your fingers, miss.
Gladly.
So we have, let me give you the lay of the land. This is blueberry.
Okay.
This is raspberry almond.
Amazing.
And this is the apple cider donut.
I think I know which one you're going for.
And I might have cut some extra slices of the apple cider donut.
I maybe will be going for that one. Just maybe. Wow. Oh my goodness.
So
Look at that crisp on the top.
This is the one I think, you know, it's this time of the year where I start really thinking about competing with apple pie for the holiday table. And if I can compete with that apple pie or the homemade blueberry pie with an apple cider donut cake, I think we can do that.
All right, now
Go
I
ahead.
need to let everyone know we're shipping either now 11.4 or 12.9, and over 1,000 have been ordered. You're trying the apple cider donut coffee cake.
Wow.
You get that kick, the apple cider kick. You get, it's really a nice apple cider.
You get cinnamon.
Wow.
And those aren't just apples, that's apple cider
I can tell
baked
the
in there.
freshness of this.
It's the first run, like the gristy one, you know, because we didn't go with the clear cider. We went with the cloudy one that had more apple particulates in it and all that. Got floated
You
through.
can tell. You can absolutely tell. It's
As
crisp. It's
you
delicious.
should,
It's
and the way
fruity.
God intended. Yes.
That's in
What do
I'm
you
gonna take this whole
think?
piece. It's amazing.
Oh, well, you can have the whole piece. Now, I want to try the raspberry almond. You want to try the raspberry
Yes,
almond?
please.
All right, I'm going to cut you a fresh piece.
Which is also new, Jimmy. Is that right?
Yes, it is. It's a
there, that
raspberry
second
almond.
piece is fresh.
Thank you.
And again, this time of year, I start seeing those bill to ship tos going out. I want to make sure that what you send to people, you're proud of, because I know I'm proud. I'm proud that you choose us to send gifts out at this time of year, and that we're going to make somebody's holiday table. And I don't know if the voiceover really matters at this
All
point.
right, raspberry and almond.
Almond.
You taste the almond. Oh my word, is that good?
Wow.
And then the crumb, of course.
Okay, and look at my bite. I didn't even get the crumb on the top, and it was
Not
still
yet.
so delicious.
But she will.
But I will, and that's, oh my goodness, even better.
Now, Jimmy the Bee, as I call you,
Yes,
shall I try the blueberry?
I think you should.
I think we should. Let's try the blueberry. And Brian, my producer, how many of these are gone? Now over 1,500, and there's some blueberry in there. for
Thank
to
you.
try.
There you go, reach in. And that one, I was a little bit more liberal on the crumb. It's a nostalgia for me, because as a kid, my favorite pie was
Wait till you
blueberry crumb
taste.
pie.
Wait till you taste. It's like a blueberry explosion.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. That is so good. I have a lot of shrapnel in front of me.
Wow. Okay, Jimmy, this is amazing.
Thank
Every
you.
single one.
Thank you.
And all the fruit, I mean, you didn't skimp.
No, we're really pushing it, and it's, you know, we want it. We want to make sure that. And by the way, that's why they're square. I'm completely forgetting that. Last year we made them round, and we had a really hard time getting the fruit in an entire cake. So Frankie, good old Frankie, said, if you could put this in a square pan, and I thought, let's make a big square paper that we bake like for the smaller
Because
ones.
paper is a poor conductor of heat,
Right.
so that way you get soft edges.
Right. And these they pop right out. You could take the whole thing out. You could slice it and take just a slice out. So this is a pan that's lined with grease-proof and stick-proof, if you will, glaze. So it comes out really easily. You freeze it. You refrigerate it. Keep it covered. It'll last for weeks, if not months, in the freezer.
Shipping now, 11.4 and 12.9, and auto delivery every 60 days for 1 year. Miss Rachel, thank you for helping us
Thank
out.
you.
And Jimmy the Bee, thank you
Thank you.
for,
Well, you gave me my
Some
mission.
great
I wanted to
flavors.
execute. Thank you.
All right, so let's talk.